All right, everyone. So one question I get is, Ali, I'm so nervous about buying my first office. I want to avoid any and all mistakes. What are the top 3, 4, 5 mistakes that I should avoid? So I'm going to go really quickly over 5 of them that we typically see. There's a lot of other videos we've done on each one of these topics and a lot of white papers and other articles that I've written. So take this video and then go Google it on our site or just Google the topic and my name, and you should have a bunch of articles that come up. So the first one is not doing your due diligence on the practice. So due diligence, as you guys know, it means doing your homework on any practice you're buying. So there's 3 kinds of due diligences, and we recommend you do all 3 when you're negotiating or once your offer has been accepted. So make sure you do your due diligences. It's worth its investment in gold. The second thing is not paying attention to the letter of intent, the second mistake. So what does that mean? So not paying attention to a letter of intent is means that you just sign a letter of intent and you give it to the seller without really negotiating the details, right? Again, really important that you focus on everything that's in your letter of intent, because if your letter of intent gets accepted, everything in that transfers over to the purchase contract and you don't get to renegotiate it. So don't just sign a letter of intent. The third is not working with a healthcare lender. There's a lot of lenders out there, but there's only a few that do it really well on the healthcare side. Why is it important? The reason it's important is because they will tell you if the deal you're about to get into is not a good deal for you. Some lenders that lend to every kind of business out there don't know the metrics in healthcare. So whether you're a dentist, optometrist, a physician, veterinarian, whatever you are looking to buy your first practice, if the bank you're using doesn't work with your type of doctor that you are, then they can't tell you whether something is too high, too low, a good deal or a bad deal. And then you might buy into something you're not ready to. The third, is this third or fourth? Fourth mistake is HR, not focusing on your team when you're hiring them. So when you buy an office, the seller will fire everyone, and then you as the buyer will have to hire everyone. A lot of people, because it's a busy time, ignore the HR side. They're like, oh, I'll deal with it later. No, deal with it up front, because it's easy to do, and once you put in overdrive, you're good to go. So we highly recommend HR for Health. Contact them and let them kind of get your HR house in order. They'll get you an employment manual, time clock, they can even do payroll. They'll do it all to make it super easy for you, right? To make it super easy for you. All right, and the last thing to avoid in terms of a mistake when it comes to buying a practice is making sure that you have the right team to put together. And the right team means working with a healthcare lawyer like me, a healthcare bank, a good CPA, a buyer's advocate, right? There's a couple of people that are really good buyer's advocates. They'll do all the financial analysis for you, different than your CPA, so even more detail. Hiring a consultant. If you need names or referrals for any of these people, let us know. We'll make some introductions. Thanks.